when this all finally lands in a courtroom, Rita's lawyers knew they had a really tough road ahead, so they got clever. They came up with a two-pronged strategy, making two very different arguments to try and win her case.
Okay, so their first argument was pretty technical. They went for impotence. Now, you have to understand, the legal definition at the time was incredibly strict. It meant a persistent, total inability to achieve penetration. Even one single instance of consummation would have completely sunk their claim. So yeah, it was an extremely high bar to clear.
So to try and meet that super high bar, Rita gave her own testimony and her parents backed her up. They also had what seemed like a smoking gun, that letter from 1962 where her husband admits his weakness. But that left one giant, obvious question. What about their son? To get around this, her lawyers made a really rare argument, something called fecundation ab extra. It's a medical thing where conception can, in very rare cases, happen without full penetration.
But, and this is where things get really fascinating, her lawyers had a plan B, a much more groundbreaking argument. They pitched this radical idea. What if the real issue wasn't the cause, but the effect? They argued that the constant denial of intimacy was, in and of itself, a form of mental cruelty, that it was causing her real psychological harm, whether her husband actually meant to hurt her or not.